Hey associates! This video summarizes your project proposal. These come in many forms in the workplace. Sometimes it's a really long formal document for external stakeholders. Other times it could be a really short email or memo to your boss. But no matter what type of proposal you're writing, at the core, it's about explaining what the topic or project is, providing all the benefits, and outlining any resources or logistics to convince your audience to approve, fund, support, or accept the project that you want to do. In the real world, your stakeholders are probably going to be people like investors in your, project, company, or idea. They could be the administrative, board or bodies for your company. Perhaps it's specific clients that you're doing a project for. Those types of entities and other tangible bodies. For this assignment, I am your main stakeholder, so your job is usually to persuade me that the topic you're proposing is a strong choice for your final paper, that it's going to meet all the requirements and needs, and that you're going to be able to accomplish the work that needs to be done in the next few months. So, I do want you to go ahead and pause this video and watch the video review for your final white paper project on your industry and go ahead and read that memo as well. Just get a refresher, make sure that you understand what the final project's going to be about so that you can propose a topic that's going to fit those needs. So, take a moment, go watch that video. I'll be waiting right here. Okay, welcome back. So let's get started with the overview of the proposal. As far as tasks, your assignment has 3 core sections that you need to complete and write up to finish this assignment. First, you need to tell me generally what is your industry and the central issue or topic that you're interested in researching. After you explain generally what the topic at hand is, you also need to explain why this issue is the one worth researching beyond, personal interest. Really tell me and persuade me that this is the right topic for you to spend the rest of the semester focusing on. The next task that you need to complete will be explaining your plan and process to get that research done. If your stakeholders don't feel confident in your ability and understanding of what needs to be completed for the project, the chances of them sort of approving or funding you and your project go down a lot. So make sure that you enhance your credibility through this section by outlining and showing me that you have a really strong timeline in place to keep yourself on track to get it all done. That you have thought about, the types of research and data collection you're going to be using, the sources that you're going to be going to, how you're going to analyze and sort of organize your paper, and that you can understand what areas that of the topic need to be researched. Additionally, in this section, you need to identify 2 potential interviewees within your field or profession that you might be able to talk to, and also provide a couple questions or the types of questions you're going to ask that person. Remember that for your final paper, you have to include 1 interview with somebody in your profession or field. It helps, get your foot in the door networking wise, and it's important to talk to people that have operated in this industry. So for this proposal, come up with at least 2 names so that we can get a good jump and explain why those people are good choices for you to interview. So in short, this section should really just convince me that you have a great plan of attack to get all of the things you need to get done completed by April 28th, which is when your final paper is due. The final task in your proposal is a summary of the benefit of this project. So in this section, you're going to explain really the so what of your final research project and why this topic is worth it. And your so what and benefits have to go beyond you want to pass this class. Really think about, in a more applicable sense, why this topic or issue is an important thing to talk about, to think about, to research, and to drive discussion on as it relates to your future in that career and field. As part of the benefits, also think about, who or what is being impacted by the issue or topic. Think about, who is benefiting from this issue, who is being marginalized or harmed by this issue, as well as what you could do with the information moving forward. For example, if I were doing this assignment, I would want to write my final paper on higher education. Right, so that would be the field, and then the central issue or topic would be, would be educational strategies, and even more specifically, traditional sort of lecture and setup for classrooms versus the flipped classroom and project-based learning. Now, when it comes to things like the benefits, well, who is currently benefiting from the teaching strategies? Certainly are, established faculty that already have all their curriculum and are, have everything set up. So they benefit because they don't have to change anything. But who is being marginalized by this are, students, especially students who learn best from more applied or practical, ways of learning. Students who maybe have things like test anxiety. We already know that tests are not the strongest way to assess somebody's knowledge, and the needs of students have changed drastically. So it's really important that we are, as an industry, thinking about and tackling this challenge. And then lastly, the so what of all this research and how I could use it. Well, if I researched into this topic more, I would be able to, employ new strategies into my own classroom to try to help student learning and get away from just standing and talking at you for 50 minutes. So in line with pretty much all assignments, you are expected to use the strong design, writing, and editing principles that we've been talking about all semester. The final proposal will be 3 to 4 pages, double spaced, so it's more of kind of a mini proposal, focusing again on that what, the how, and the who/why. You will be turning this in before your proposal meeting because we are going to be talking about all these elements, and the purpose behind that is to give you practice at both, writing down sort of your plan and then being able to verbally express that plan. Because, again, it's sort of in most workplace scenarios, you would go into the meeting having already prepared and distributed your proposal and your documents to the stakeholders involved. Okay, so the minimum required elements for this assignment are a clear statement of the issue or the topic for your report, 2 potential interview subjects with justification of their selection, 3 examples of credible source material for your research, so thinking about where might you go to find information and why it's credible and appropriate. You're going to be wanting to look obviously at academic peer-reviewed journals. You could look at some major news sites, trade and industry related journals. There's a lot of options, but make sure and really be strong, media literate researchers here in distinguishing what's going to be credible and appropriate. A timeline identifying 3 milestones for report completion, right? So set up specific dates that you want to have milestones completed. And a clear statement of who or what is affected by the issue and topic of your report. So an objective of this assignment is to help you, identify and really plan for the topic so that you will be more successful in that large final project and report. Also, this is really good to help you practice writing persuasive and informative documents. As far as grading, in this assignment, I will be looking for your ability to persuade within each section. So really, again, I'm looking for what in that first section, I'm looking for how in your second section, and I'm looking for, why in that third section. And with why, that's the benefits of the who is being impacted and, what are you going to do with this information moving forward to persuade me that it is the best issue and the best topic for you to cover in your final report. The performance evaluation is just a little bit different than some of the other assignments in that, A-level work basically just means that I have approved your topic. You did your job and it's great, like this looks good. B-level work really indicates that, like, yes, this is a good topic, but you need to make sure to revise some of the things, which, you know, we will be talking about in the proposal meeting. And then if I reject your proposal, that just means that, you know, you didn't meet these minimum requirements, you didn't persuade me of the, you know, the what, the how, and the why. And if I reject your proposal, so if you get a C or less, you will be required to redo the assignment. You'll know going into spring break, so you'll have spring break to redo your assignment, and then we're going to meet right after spring break. I'll set up a meeting with you so that way we can make sure that you have a topic that is going to work and is going to set you up for success on that final project. And lastly, as far as grading expectations, of course, from that made to stick video, definitely refresh if you need it. Remember to be successful in your sticky messages. You need to be simple, so find the core of your message. You need to be concrete, give me those strong details so I know exactly what you're talking about and doing, and credible. Persuade me that you know exactly how to get this project done and that it is worth spending our time and effort on. If you have any questions, of course, let me know. Otherwise, I will see you in class. Bye, associates.